Hey everybody, welcome to Average Guy Opinions. I want to talk about my love for cats. Sorry, I make myself laugh. Oh, no, not those cats. Not the fine Broadway play that lasted for about 160 years, and not the terrible movie that lasted for about 160 minutes. I'm talking about my life with cats, the cats I've owned and the cats I've enjoyed, and yeah, talk about that. More like these type of cats. How about these cats? I wish I could tell you how to play a stand-up bass, but I can't. All right, so I'm going to talk about my cats a little bit. Try to talk over the music. Hopefully, it's hard. I don't want to talk over the Cure though. I love this song. Move like caged tigers. Pretty good song. But as you know, if you've watched my videos in the past, you know that I was raised in a cat house, not a brothel, an actual house with a lot of cats. I actually started with dogs when I was little. My mom and my dad had a couple dogs, and we moved to Colorado. And then next thing I know, my parents are divorced, and we are really big into cats. At one point, my mom and my stepdad and me lived with 13 cats in and out of our house. And as time has gone on, I've been with other cats too. When I started living on my own back in 1988, I had a cat named Oliver. I wasn't supposed to have a cat in this apartment, and he was very loud when I was gone, so I had to get rid of him. But Oliver was great. He was a big old orange cat, and named him Oliver because the popular movie at the theater at which I was working at the time, Oliver and Company, was a pretty popular animated movie, so I named him Oliver because he's orange like the cat in Oliver. Like I said, had to get rid of him, unfortunately. A few years later, when I started dating my wife, and we went to start living on our own, or living together, I should say, we ended up with two cats. And maybe I can put a picture of them in the thumbnail, but we had Wally and Calvin. And we were going to call them Calvin and Hobbes because of that popular cartoon that we like so much. But Wally's just a Wally, just like Boba, my current cat. He's a cat, or he's a dog in the body of a cat. He's just a big lunkhead. He made people that didn't like cats like him. I remember particularly a friend of Dylan's came over. His name was Matt, and he's like, I don't like cats. And Wally just sensed it and said, I'm going to make you like me. And he'd just get on his lap, and Matt's like, yeah, this cat's all right. So that's the kind of cat Wally was. Wally was not very smart. One of my favorite pictures, maybe I can find it somewhere, is Wally sitting on the couch, but facing the back of the couch and just staring, just sitting there, just staring at the pattern on the back of the couch. He was not the smartest cat, but he was wonderful. He's sweet. We loved him, and Calvin was very sweet too. And then we moved to another apartment, and we ended up picking up another cat who just was one of those. This is how my mom got into what she gets into, which is, fostering cats and containing and controlling feral cat colonies. But that's how. This is how kind of cats find you. This little black cat, we ended up naming her Nika, and she just kept coming to the porch because she was young, and you could tell she needed to be owned, and she knew it, and she said, they got a couple cats, maybe they'll take me too, and we did. Unfortunately, those boy cats often beat up on her for quite a while because it's like, this is our house, we're not no girls allowed, like a clubhouse. But eventually, they let her in, and that's enough of the Cure. I don't have any other cat songs in my head, by the way. But maybe I'll go back to Memories. You like that? That was kind of nice, wasn't it? We'll continue with her. It's good background music, I think. Oh, so pretty. But so we had three cats, and then we moved to Cleveland. And one of my worst days of my life was Calvin dying in my arms, Christmas Day of 1997. He was sick. And that's funny, it's Memories. I didn't even mean to do that. But I guess these are all memories, really, right? But so he was throwing up a lot, and I just thought, well, maybe he's just got like some sort of, some sort of bug, some sort of kitty flu or something. And and all Christmas Day, we didn't think any vets would be open. Even emergency vets, we didn't think would be open because we were young and stupid. And so we waited till the next day, and we brought him to our regular vet. And he's like, "Why did you wait?" And he's like, "Well, it was Christmas yesterday. We didn't think anyone was home." He's like, "I'm Jewish." I was like, "Oh, damn it!" And it ended up on our way to the vet, he was dying in my arms. He was like gagging and choking. And what had happened to the poor animal is he somehow had a blockage in his bladder. And when that happens, the potassium that your bladder is supposed to release and through urine, it goes into your body and just jacks up all your organs. And it's really rough. And I felt so bad that this cat had to suffer in my arms. And as soon as we got to the vet, he's like, "You could try. It'll probably cost a couple $1,000 to try to rescue this cat." And it's like, and it might not even happen. He'll probably suffer more. He's like, "You should just probably, put him to sleep." And we did. It was terrible. I felt so bad that we possibly could have rescued him or saved him, or at least saved him some suffering. Calvin was a very sweet cat. When we moved back to Colorado, we still had Nika and Wally, and Wally died too. Wally was starting to suffer. A lot of these cats end up with kidney problems, and that's what he had. And you have to put a needle like back in the scruff of their neck, and kind of give them an IV that way. And the first I think it was a month or so of these treatments, he did fine. And he just got sick of it. I was like, "No, I'm tired of this." And he just died. And we don't know. We never found him. We're like, we don't know how he could have gotten out. We don't know where he could have died in the house without finding him, but he just disappeared. And it was kind of interesting, or not interesting, it was pretty cool. He died, I'll always remember this, he died March 1st, 2004, very same day that we could not find Wally, and he had died as far as we knew. Dylan told me she was pregnant with Logan. So that was kind of cool. It was like, we're losing one life, but we're getting another wonderful life. So that was pretty cool. And then we had Nika, and she lived for quite a while. I think she made it to maybe 16 years old, because we found her in 95. She was young, and she died in like 2011, 2012. We buried her in the backyard, and she didn't suffer at all, or very little. She just went into Logan's room and curled up behind his bed, and we just left her because she didn't seem to be suffering, and she just went to sleep and kind of died. And, you could tell that she was not doing well, but it didn't seem that she was suffering, so it was like, I think she's just getting ready to die, and she did just that. And, after she died, I took her body out and brought her back to the backyard and buried her. Very good cat. I've been blessed with a lot of great animals. And now we've got Boba. And of course, I mentioned in a few videos ago, I have our latest addition to our family, Lily. So Boba has been great. Boba is like a Wally reincarnated. He's just kind of a dumbass, but he's a very lovable dumbass. He's got this fluffy face and this thick neck, and he's starting to get a little fat. He's 5 years old now, and he's getting spoiled living here. We give him a little milk every morning. He gets a little wet food. He's so spoiled, by the way, that I blame this on my ex-girlfriend from a few years ago. She would turn on the faucet for him on a real light setting, and because it was entertaining to watch him. At first he swatted at it, and then he started drinking from it. And now that's how he has to drink his water. I get him a perfectly clean bowl of water, not every day, but like every other day. It doesn't get that dirty because he doesn't drink from it. So he goes into the bathroom and meows at me till I turn on the water, and he drinks from it. That's what he does, because he's a goober. But he's one of those cats that even people that don't like cats like, because he's hilarious. And he's just a knucklehead. And now we have Lily, and Lily looks a lot like Boba, just a plain gray cat with a couple white spots on her belly, and she's sweet as anything. We still have the cats separated, and so because Boba seems to be very standoffish with this relationship. Lily seems to want to get out into the house more. We have her quarantined in Dante's room right now, but Boba is hissing every time he senses her presence, like a Jedi in Darth Vader or something. It's weird, but she's the best. I pet her and she purrs very loudly, and so we're gonna make it happen, because my dream is to have them be about the same size, and they look the same, and I want them on each arm of my armchair, so I look like some sort of god or something with my two cats, like something out of Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings. I want to be the cat king. That's who I want to be. That's my goal. All right, guys, that's my history with cats, my life with cats, as the title will be. We'll see you next time. Thanks for checking it out. Bye.